Even.
Oh. Wow, that was a toughie, man. The computer wouldn't let me stop anything. It was like stalled. How's everybody doing?
I was feeling like Chuck's intro.
It's Friday.
Well, Timmy, you gotta center yourself up. I got more lamp than I got you.
Now is that good?
Yeah, not bad at all. I'm trying to get rid of that. And I don't see why you guys are not up on this stream. Interesting. If I take that out. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We're going here, but it looks like I am dropping frames big time. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm going to pretend like we just started. You ready?
Yeah.
I've been practicing. It's Friday. Friday. I got to get that last part. I got to work on the last part. Maybe I should go low next time. Friday.
You like to call it Friday.
What a week, guys. What a week.
What a week.
Oh my goodness. Where do we start? Did we lose anybody special this week? I think Alex Trebek was a week or so ago, and I can't remember if I heard about losing anybody this week.
No, I haven't heard about losing anybody this week.
Betty White will be, 99 tomorrow? I think.
Yeah. I want some of what she's eating.
I know that's right. You know, when I first started playing with computers, right? It was when I had I think it was Prodigy? No, it was the first iPhone I got. One of the first apps I downloaded was Is Abe Vigoda Still Alive?
I love Abe Vigoda. Oh, man. That character on Bonnie Miller was awesome.
Hilarious. And I don't remember him dying yet. And that was in the 80s, and he was 90 then.
Prodigy used to be an internet service provider back in the day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I had them for a period of time that I had CompuServe.
I still remember my login to this day. I got it memorized, like my childhood phone number. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I started with Prodigy, and I was teaching myself how to do travel with Easy Saber.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I started booking travel for all my friends and making a little money. And then the tourism industry went bust. The airlines stopped negotiating. The airlines brought all their reservations in-house.
Yeah.
And so that ended that, but it was fun while it lasted.
Oh, yeah.
I
got burnt once.
If you could have got on early, like, what's that website that James, the guy from Star Trek, spokesman for him.
Oh, Priceline.
Yeah. They offered him shares at first. Come on and do their commercials. He said, no, I'd rather have the money. And they went back and figured out if he had took the shares instead of the money, he would have like $300 million in Priceline stock right now.
Well, yeah.
$30 million endorsement cash.
Oh, he's still collecting royalties off of the original Star Trek series. So
exactly. He's not hurting for money. He's not hurting. He can buy anything he wants anytime he wants. He don't need no more.
Just think about that. $30 million versus $300. No, he's got to think back on it. Because it was right before. It was for the IPO.
Right.
That's why it went so far in value.
So let me ask you: are you invested in the stock market at all, Jeff?
Oh yeah, I'm an Amazon man. I got an Amazon early.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
At $25? At $25 a share?
$40 to $42 a share.
How about you, Timmy? Did you get any Amazon?
Nope. No,
That's my longest held position right now is Amazon.
Is it?
Well, I can't say no because I haven't looked lately to see what my IRA, because I have actually 401k, and I haven't looked lately to see what stocks it's investing in. All I know is it's just making me money, and I'm a happy man.
Interesting.
As long as you get those quarterly statements, that arrow's pulling upward, you're all right.
Yep. Oh
It's
yeah.
like, ain't red, get worried.
With every quarter, they take a little bit of that profit and buy me some more shares, and
That's right. Reinvest.
at this point, I probably won't live to enjoy it, but my wife will.
Or you can pull it out now. I understand New Zealand is getting ready for a new Hobbit series.
I don't need to kill that. She can have that. Hey, did you catch my new toy though on my Facebook page this morning?
I did not.
Uh,
Hold on a minute. I'm going.
I decided to buy myself a new toy.
A T-shirt?
No.
Ooh, Timmy. Ooh, Timmy. Your wife's gonna let you drive that? Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't think I. Oh, wait a minute. I should be able to if I'm smart enough. Hold on a second.
I've put 26 miles on it since I bought it.
26.
My wife's put 0.
And why is that per se?
Because she got her own car.
Is that it? Let's see. There we go. Boom! Chugga-lugga, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
My daughter decided to jump out in front of the pitch and go, "Thanks, Dad."
Yeah, you can almost not see her Prius in the driveway.
Yeah.
So what is it, Timmy? What is it?
It's a 2021 Chevy Silverado LT.
Nice.
Man, my house doesn't cost that much.
Truck prices are crazy.
Crazy!
I mean, you
I
get
got
the
a pretty good deal on that one.
1,000 more for it.
Yeah, because it had, 4 miles on it, Timmy?
It had 10 miles on it when I bought it, but the salesman who sold me that was the same guy that sold me my last pickup truck, my wife's Traverse, and he also sold a buddy of mine a pickup truck. So when he saw me, he knew that I wasn't playing around. He said, looked at me and said, "All right, what's it going to take to get this deal done?" And I looked at him and I pointed to the road out in front and I said, "I got to put the tires on that road out there for no more than 38K."
And he accommodated. That's a $54,000 truck, Timmy.
It lists at 46, and they had a few incentives going off, so they got it down there just under 38K. But then I added a few things onto it that brought it up over 40.
Let me guess. The moonroof and the 8-track tape player.
Yeah. I added on a 6-year bumper-to-bumper full warranty. So none of this playing around with the, that's not covered under your extended warranty.
So that was another $5,000.
That was $2,300.
That's not bad for a lifetime. I mean, that could be your first visit to the dang to the shop.
I can't wait till the next time that so-and-so calls me about trying to reach me about my extended warranty.
Yeah.
So I can tell them I already bought one.
I know that's right. I get those calls all the time. All the time. Well, I like it. I'm actually in the market for a truck.
I'll tell you, I like that truck. It's because it's the crew cab. It's roomy inside.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got the V8 with an 8-speed transmission, and it is beautiful.
But you don't look like the kind of guy that's going to be hauling ass in that truck. So what are you planning on hauling in that thing?
You don't know me when I get on the highway, then.
Oh, that's right. You got to have room for all the Boy Scout stuff.
My Boy Scout parents, Boy Scout troop parents, used to always say, when we're heading out to a campsite, get the directions from Mr. Bulu because you won't keep up with him.
You did pretty good to get a V8 under 40,000. That's pretty good. I was going to ask you to get a V6.
Yeah, no, it's got the 5.3 liter.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well,
I like that. It's got the remote start and the keyless start. So all I got to do is have the fob in the pocket and jump in and push a button and it starts up.
That's Prius action right there, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my daughter's Prius. But you know what scares me about that Prius is it starts up in electric mode.
Right, yeah, until you press the gas.
Yeah, I'm always worried I'm gonna short the damn battery out and have to buy her a new one.
Oh, come on, Timmy. You weren't worried about that with the truck.
Yeah, it's my truck. It ain't got no damn electric assist engine.
Oh my goodness. Is that the truck that turns off at the stoplights?
Well, they give you a button that you can shut that off.
Okay, so that's like a fuel saving mode.
The thing is, it's a new mode required. So they give you the ability to shut it off, but you cannot permanently shut it off. So you have to remember every time. So you know how I remember every time I get in it and start it up? When I pull up to that first stoplight and it shuts off.
Right.
Yeah.
Then I remember to hit the button and start it back up again.
Nice. Well, listen, we got I want to say stranger, but he's no stranger. He might be strange, but he's not a We got brother Woody Green. How you doing, brother?
I see a smile come to his face.
I see a smile. I think he's out in the weather. Well, yeah, we're talking to you, man. How's it going, Woody? I bet you he can't see himself. Hold on, let him see himself.
Woody.
Yeah, I'm talking to you, man. What's up?
Yeah, man, I'm outside, get my walk in. My mom bought me this Apple Watch, and I got to put some rings and shit, you know.
So you're on your Apple Watch?
Get out. That's nice.
He's walking down the street looking at his Apple Watch.
Yeah, they got the rings on there. You got to get your move clothes, your exercise clothes, staying awake so many hours, whatever. I'm in Kansas City. What's up, Flint?
Kansas City. Good for you, man. Good for you.
You'll be tied in. Listen to the school board interviews today. Agree with the candidate they chose.
Okay.
Always
nice.
City council, as you know.
Well, what took you to Kansas City, man?
Staying abreast of what's happening in my hometown, trying to make an impact. I was on the Community Foundation meeting where they talked about the $19 million they got in assets for the kids under 5 in the water fund and what they were doing. You know, so I'm staying and plugged in.
How's Kansas City treating you? What took you down to KC?
Yeah, it's going pretty good, man. It's a big city with a small town feel.
I think we lost him. I think we lost him.
I didn't know you could do a live through an Apple phone.
I don't think he was on his Apple phone. I think he was talking about trying to close the rings. There's a app on the phone that counts your steps, how many times you get up and down, and all.
I got one.
Okay. So, but the Apple Watch doesn't have a camera.
That's what I was thinking. I said, how was he doing with the Apple Watch? I had the 5 series and the 6 series might do it. So I was wondering.
Oh wow, yeah. I don't. I think mine is 3 or 4. I don't know.
I was going to ask him. He had the 6 series. That might be something new to add to the 6.
Right. Well, I didn't get the cellular service with my watch. I just
go through my phone.
Yeah. Who need? Well, why would you? That's crazy.
I don't want any more bills. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Just to be able to walk around and talk on your phone, and it's too small for me. You know, I've been waiting for my Dick Tracy watch forever.
Yeah.
But I'd rather. Yeah, I'd rather strap my physical iPhone to my wrist
Yeah.
than have to look at the little screen. You know what I mean? I'd rather do like that and have the big old Wonder Woman bracelet thing going.
The thing I like about it, the main reason I got it, because it keeps up with your heartbeat and stuff like that. And I forward all that stuff to my cardiologist. It's pretty accurate. You know? He's got one his own self. He taught me getting them, and, you know, it makes a difference. You know, something's going wrong, he can pick up on it early, you know, adjust your medicine and stuff like that, based off the data they collect.
Well, you know, I watched a video about the placebo effect of having these devices on.
Yeah.
And how merely having it on affects your blood pressure. You know, if you look at the watch and it says your blood pressure is high, you start making your blood pressure high.
Make it higher, yeah, to worry.
Right, worrying about the data that's coming from this watch and how it's, you know, well, shoot, it just said I had a heart attack. Because mine came up a couple of times and said, we detected you stopped breathing or something. It was weird. The watch came up and said something wasn't cool. And I'm like, oh, your heart rate. It said your heartbeats. We noticed that in the last 15 minutes, this happened. And I'm like, okay. Do I go to the hospital now or when I'm dead? I don't get it.
Sounds like that take-home test I had to do for sleep apnea.
Right. It looks like wood has made it to the house.
What you can do, you can send your notifications if you've got an arrangement with your local cardiologist.
Uh-huh.
That data is just transmitted straight to him. That's what I do on mine.
Does he charge you for that, Jeff?
No, he sure doesn't. Probably charge my insurance. I never got a bill for it. I've been doing it.
I bet you he does, because I mean he's got to download it, look at it, and then file it. So he's got to spend some time with it.
He probably does, but if my insurance is paying for it, I haven't seen no bill for my insurance or me from the cardiologist for it yet.
Nice. All right, Wood, you're back in, baby. You know you got your microphone muted. You got your microphone muted on your end.
Okay, I was saying that cold make your battery run down a little fast. I just got back to the house, about to go inside.
All right, how cold is it in Kansas City? We had a pretty nice day today. We were 32 degrees.
Shoot, man. Got snow out there. You see that?
Oh wow.
I thought it was snow in his background.
Yeah, we got snow today. So it's supposed to warm back up tomorrow. I think it's 36 right now.
All right.
Not too bad.
That's a darn near heat wave, isn't it?
Pretty much, man. Last year I shoveled 3 times. That was it.
Wow.
So I'll take that.
Wow. So how they treating you with COVID down in Kansas City, Missouri, right? Kansas City. He still doesn't have good signal. I don't like Kansas. There you go. Yeah, well, your signal is really bad.
I'm getting a little.
I think Timmy's playing poker.
No, I'm sending a couple of messages, Facebook messages I forgot to send earlier.
Ah, there you go. Well, I know you're here, Woody.
It's all that cold in Kansas City.
It's all that cold.
Off the top of his head.
My gosh, yes. All right, well, let's continue. He'll get to us in.
Oh, Paul, now you disappeared.
His audio went out.
Yeah, his Paul's audio went out.
Yeah, I was trying to mute him and I muted me. My bad.
Yeah!
Somebody in your house, man?
No, we got to get somebody behind that keyboard that knows what they're doing.
Ooh, Jeff, did you hear that?
Yeah, man.
He's talking smack to the man who controls the buttons. I don't understand why he would talk smack.
Hey, Paul, you ever hear of a BCAC?
B-Tech?
BCAC.
VTech. Yeah,
No, VTech. That's when the problem exists between the keyboard and the chair. VTech.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness. That's one of those
He's gonna squash me again, Jeff. Watch. Boink, there I go.
That's one of those IT jokes, Jeff. You got to be an IT guy to get that. So all his IT friends are laughing right now. I'm not.
That sounds better.
I think so.
Oh yeah, man. Clear now.
The eagle has landed. Man, so you get all your steps in?
Oh yeah, I closed the ring. Oh, I probably got about another probably 20 calories, but I can walk that out around the house.
What does go for it.
Yeah, I was saying I listened to the Flint School Board interviews today. I don't know if anybody caught that, but a guy named Adrian Walker has been now appointed to the school board. I didn't catch all of his background, but from the interviews that I heard, he sounded like after the three finalists got on, I agreed that, that he should have been the guy. So he went to Michigan State, public policy type guy, went to D.C., did some work there, was in Lansing, did some work. So he's excited and ready to join the school board and try to do some work with them. So seemed like it was a good get.
So now wait a minute. I thought the school board was an election.
It was.
Not an appointment.
Yeah, apparently somebody either took ill or resigned over the course of the last 2 months, and they had to have interviews and appoint somebody.
Okay.
So there were 11. There were actually 11 candidates that they interviewed, and good quality people. I had Walker in my top 3 after hearing the interviews, and he was the only one of my top 3 that made it through.
Wow.
After they interviewed the last 3, before they decided, I kind of said, yeah, that's the guy I think, and that's the guy that they end up choosing.
Nice. I mean, 12 people for a position. Were they all like candidates at one time? Did they run for it and lose it? Like Chia Morgan, I think there was a slew of folks running for that seat.
Right. So I can't say that I saw that I knew the names and checked them versus who ran before. So I'm not sure of that. That'll be something to do later. I thought of that. But I had some other stuff to do after I was listening to that for 2 hours after I got out of work early today. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see. But the candidates sounded like good people, and they had a lot of skills and talent. So, and some of them, quite naturally are already involved in the community. So I was clapping, for the people and saying, I hope these people stay engaged because they have some knowledge, some energy, and want to serve. So I was glad about hearing that. You could probably pick up the whole. Arthur Wilson sent the link from his page to the whole interview, so you can probably go on his page and probably listen to the recording of all the candidates and the interviews and the scores from the board members. 6 board members judged it. So yeah, so I think it was pretty good, but I don't have that knowledge of who ran versus who put their names in to be nominated and appointed.
Okay, I got a notification from Jaquanda over at Flint Beat, and they did an article about the president and the vice president. I know Vera. Oh goodness,
Perry.
Vera Perry. She must have been there for 25 years. And she's now the vice president. She used to be the president. Now she's the vice president.
Yeah, I'm not sure of her title, but she was on the call. They had the people that are the president, the treasurer, vice president, and the office holders were the ones interviewing. So
okay.
She wasn't the president.
Okay. Well, cool. I'm glad to see that you're confident. You got some confidence in our school board, and it seems like it's maybe going in a new direction. Younger folks, were these 30s, 40s, or?
He might seem like he's in his 40s, I believe.
40s?
Yeah, maybe younger. I'm not positive, but he seemed like a good candidate. I mean, that'd be somebody to reach out to talk to one time. As a newer member. What are his hopes?
Yeah, yeah. It's always good to give them an opportunity to share their platform.
No doubt.
So I posed a question in tonight's eclectic ramblings. I find myself having a hard time falling asleep at night because of all the brain clutter that's going in my head from the election to COVID to just really being afraid of people right now. So I find that the last thing I do at night is I ask Siri to turn on my comedy playlist on Pandora. And that seems to put me to sleep. Are you guys having any problems sleeping at night? And if so, what do you do to conquer it?
You are afraid of people?
Yes.
You.
Yes.
Talking about Paul Herring, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
During COVID, I can agree.
It is so opposite of my personality, dude.
Jeff, are you buying that? Are you buying that Paul Herring is afraid of people?
I can. I'm lucky I'm living out of town. So I don't have to interact with my people as much as I know. And I don't know a whole lot of people here. I work from home, so I'm not engaged as much, but I can believe them.
Yeah, I mean...
the question you asked Paul, my answer is, I guess maybe I'm drinking enough alcohol at night because there is no brain clutter. I lay my head down, and the next thing I know, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I got a cat waking me up looking for treats.
Okay, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you.
Cheers.
Cheers. I can drink to that. Welcome, Jarvis. You just missed the question of the night, but let me get it from Jeff. See what Jeff has to say. What are you doing for it, Jeffrey?
I usually sleep pretty good at night, but on a rare occasion I don't. I got this app I can put on my TV. It's like a fireplace app. It makes the sounds, everything. It'll put you right on to sleep within 30 minutes or so.
Okay, a nice crackling fireplace. I had that app a long time ago.
And they got more advanced ones now. You can change the mode of fireplace and all, like loud, low, or small fire. Different types of fireplaces.
I bought the DVD probably 25 years ago.
Oh, wow.
To use on my public access channel during the holidays and for a screensaver.
Yeah.
So I know exactly what you're talking about. So Jarvis, I posed a question. I don't know if Woody was in to hear it or not.
Okay.
I have difficulty falling asleep at night, and I find myself listening to stand-up comedy to put myself to sleep. And I'm wondering if anybody else has any tricks they use. What are you doing anything to help you sleep?
I haven't done stand-up comedy, but I have tuned into. They got a couple of things on YouTube. That's like it's called a
relaxation station or something.
Yeah, but it's like a hip hop mix. It's real easy groove music, but it's almost like hip hop / jazz. So it's like a jazz fusion. It's real nice. And then sometimes I'll tune into the channel that plays water.
Oh, water running.
So like the waterfall or the rainfall, and it's pretty much it'll knock you out.
Man, you from Flint. You ain't supposed to be listening to no poison water.
Hey, man. I live on the coast, too. It ain't the drip from the faucet, brother.
I heard a little news bite today about your governor getting sentenced over that poison water stuff.
Yes, 9 of them getting charged.
They're getting charged, not sentenced. And you know how that's going to work out. Come on now. They are not.
They're getting charged. That's how I look at it.
In jail.
No, they're not going to send that white boy to jail. They're not. But Darnell Early and Howard Croft, they better watch out. They go.
Scapegoat. Can you say scapegoat?
I don't think none of them go in jail.
Okay.
None of them?
No.
Let me chime in with mine, but first I'll say I don't know if you all listen to or watch Rachel Maddow. She started yesterday's show about Snyder and showed him, talking to the judge, whatnot. But she also then went into his whole system of basically voiding the black vote because of that emergency manager. If you don't like who we have elected, we can appoint an emergency manager in Flint, in Detroit, in Benton Harbor, in these areas. So she went all into that and led into the whole Republican stopping the vote type thing. So that'll be a good episode to go watch for Rachel Maddow from yesterday. But I'll say the relaxation for me at nighttime is back to the water. So when I moved out here last year in 2019, and I waited till I was 50, but I got me a hot tub. And so when I get in that hot tub in the evening for about 15, 20 minutes, and I go take a shower and get in bed, I'm knocked out all night. So that's my new relaxation, and I'm mad that I waited till I was 50 to get one.
He just gave me an idea for you. Rather than turn on your comedy routine, go sit on your bidet.
And turn up the heat, baby. Yeah, you might have something there. If I just keep hitting that button, I might get arrested. I don't think so. But yeah, the hot tub is always a good idea. I had one on my porch for 7 years before I threw it away. I never plugged it in. A friend of a friend gave it to me. We hauled it over here. We put it on the porch with the intention of sinking it down so that it was level with the porch, and putting bamboo curtains around the porch and using it as a hot tub. But it never happened. It never happened. One, because my friend had a hot tub and he was always bemoaning about the maintenance on it. And this pump is costing him $200, and this pipe broke, and this needs that. I mean, it was like having a boat, for lack of a better analogy.
I was asking my man, I can't know his name, but say that idea again. It started breaking up. I couldn't hear what he had said after I mentioned the hot tub.
Oh, talking about Tim?
Yeah, what I was saying, Paul's been telling us for weeks now about this bidet he bought. And, how much he enjoys the bidet. So you mentioned the hot tub, and I thought, what a great idea. Instead, Paul can go sit on his bidet before he goes to bed.
I want you all to know, all right? Laugh if you wanna, but that damn thing is heated. It's got a heated seat. It's got 3 levels of hotness. And unfortunately, my wife likes it on high, and I like it on low. So there have been several occasions where I have had to say, ouch. as
your backside, huh?
Oh my goodness, it shouldn't get that hot. But I imagine if I put a little blanket over myself, I could nod out, man. I need to throw up my toilet a little bit, though. Get some cushy armrests and a little recliner that kicks up so I can kick my feet up. Yeah, I can see where that might be a problem.
About 18 years ago, I remodeled the main bathroom in my house.
Uh-huh.
And I put a jacuzzi tub in that bathroom. You know how many times I've actually climbed in that jacuzzi tub and pushed the button and turned the jets on?
Twice. The day after you put it in, once. Timmy, I'm in the same boat. I got a nice jacuzzi tub upstairs. It's a 2-person tub. I found it on eBay somewhere when we were remodeling the house.
Not in the box?
In the box, huh?
Not in the box?
Not in the. Well, it came in a box. It came.
No. You keep talking about you found a bidet in the box.
Oh no! It wasn't one of those. It wasn't one of those. Unfortunately. But I've been in it twice. I think I've been in it twice.
I have a electrical outlet on my patio, for a hot tub. It's all by itself on a circuit for a hot tub. And I look out there and think, where would I put that thing? And it's just, my patio is so damn packed, ain't no room to put a hot tub on my patio.
Hey, Tim, I got an idea. Turn the pool heater up. Turn the pool heater up. Yeah.
I tell you a story about that one day. Come home from work, it's about 85 degrees and humid, and all I kept thinking was, man, I cannot wait to get home and get in that pool and cool off. I come through the door, got into my bathing suit, came out of my bedroom, right out onto the patio and dove in the pool and had to get right back out of it. It was like a freaking bowl of soup. I checked the thermometer floating around inside the pool, 93 degrees. Now I realized the pool heater was still running. I looked at my wife and I said, did you mess with the settings in the pool heater? She said, yeah, a bunch of kids were coming over after school to come swimming, and I wanted to make sure the water was going to be warm enough for them.
to boil them.
I told her, I said, the pool heater does not heat any faster because you turn the knob up. All that knob does is say what's the maximum temperature you want the water.
We're getting a tour of Woody's house accidentally on purpose, I think. I don't know. He's showing. There you go.
He's taking us to his hot tub.
Got to see the hot tub. And he had to go through the basement to get to the hot tub, so it's under the porch?
Yep, it's under this porch up here. Hot tub there. I got some blinds I usually put up over here, but it was windy the last couple of days, so I rolled them up. But I'm about to probably roll them back down and pop in there before I go to bed tonight.
So you run your naked ass out there, don't you? You don't be having no sun-trude on.
I put the shorts on to get in, but what I do when I'm in is my own business.
Hey, Paul, my sister,
that poor little girl that lives next door. Oh my God, she has been traumatized.
my sister Cindy's house was set up just like that up in Plymouth, Mass.
Uh-huh.
There's a hot tub with the porch, upstairs porch, and the hot tub was underneath. And she had this girlfriend that would come over when people jumped in the hot tub, and she chased more than one guy out of the hot tub.
How?
Fingers getting a little too friendly.
Ooh.
I don't think my wife would appreciate that.
Well, to each his own. To each his own. What happens in the hot tub stays in the hot tub, right, Jarvis?
That's it.
Get better.
Timmy's got his Bud Light. Jeff, what you drinking on tonight?
I was just drinking some coffee. One of these
Some
coffee.
Some coffee at 9:30 at night?
Yep. I bought this on the way home from work today. I just
Some people can do that.
Ago.
Man. Well, I got some exotic beer because I always want to impress you guys.
What brand is that? I mean, what is it?
It's Stella Artois.
Stella
Artois.
Oh, a
Artois. Midnight Lager, it says.
Wow.
Oh.
I actually bought a case of a hard cider, right? It was this variety pack of specialty ciders,
Yeah.
and it had 4 cans of pear cider, which was delicious.
Yeah.
Then it had 4 cans of strawberry cider. Delicious. But then it had 4 cans of, and I shit you not, mango habanero.
Wow.
For Stella has that? Or that's something else?
No, this was a cider, a hard cider.
Okay.
And it was as horrible as it sounds. I took the first can and I tasted it and I said, ooh, that's bad. And I took another sip because I'm stupid like that. And it was still bad. And I went for the third sip and I said, no, I don't have to do this.
You were so unsure on those first 2 sips, you had to go for a third, huh?
I tossed them. I emptied it down the drain. And I set the other 3 cans aside and was trying to decide what to do with it. But it was so bad, I text Marky a picture of the can. And I said, if offered, say no.
Down in New Zealand, they have this cider that you can only get in New Zealand, and it's on tap, and it is one of the best hard ciders you will ever drink. But nowhere outside of New Zealand.
Well, I like a sweet cider. I like sweet.
Yeah.
And the dry ones aren't getting me. I tried that my granddad's root, not your granddad's root beer. Have you tried that?
No, I've seen it, but I haven't tried it.
That's sweet. That's really sweet. I mean, if you drink 2 of those cans, you're asking for trouble. I mean, it's the equivalent of sitting and drinking 2 cans, 3 cans of Coke. It felt like to me it was just that sweet. Ooh wee.
Now, when I was over in Germany in 1980, I got so tired of drinking room temperature beer that I actually started drinking this stuff called apple crumb, which was basically a hard cider, because they did serve that cold, and it was a good sweet cider.
Interesting. So, what have you guys been watching about the Capitol and the impeachment? Any new? I had to give it up a couple days ago, so you guys got to bring me up to speed. After they voted, I stopped watching.
Yeah.
You watched longer than I did then.
But I think these fools going to go after. They're not going to go after these targets of Bell's Garden. I believe these fools going to go after some soft targets, probably including the media. I wouldn't want to be the CNN bill in Atlanta, Georgia, no time soon, or anywhere like that. I think they're going to go after stuff like that because.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Different states are being told to prep.
Something like that.
What'd you say, Timmy?
The different states are being told to prep their National Guards, but for the inauguration on Wednesday in D.C., right now there are more military troops in Washington, D.C. than there are in the country of Iraq.
Yeah, I heard that on NPR this morning. I thought that was... But there's what, 2,500 in Iraq?
And Nancy Pelosi actually approached the commandant of the Marine Corps and asked him to dispatch even more combat-hardened veterans or trained military to Washington, D.C. to repel this uprising she thinks is going to happen on the 20th.
Well, didn't they block the National Mall off today, fence it off where you can't even go in that?
They may have. The last I heard this morning was the National Mall was still open, but that was for this moment only, is what the way the reporter put it. As of this moment right now, the National Mall is still open.
Woody, did you go to the Million Man March?
Yes.
What do you remember about the Million Man March?
What do I remember?
As far as security.
I don't remember seeing anybody or anything trying to keep anybody away from anywhere they wanted to go.
Did you see the snipers on the top of the buildings?
I wasn't looking for them.
Okay.
I saw them in the first inauguration.
At the first inauguration, you went to D.C.?
Yeah, the first inauguration for Obama, I saw the snipers on the roof then.
And the fences around the mall, right? There was a limited entry.
Yep. Yeah, we were down there when we talked.
I don't know. Were we together? No, I don't remember us being together, but we were there.
But we both traveled there, and I found out you were there because I called you.
Yes.
You were on the side of the White House.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We parked the RV on the other side of the Capitol and walked in. It was so fun. I mean, as we were driving in, the radio was saying, whatever you do, don't go into D.C. proper. Whatever you do, don't go into D.C. proper. Go to this bus location. Go to this MTA location. Whatever you do, don't drive into the city. And I said, guess what, guys? We're driving into the city. We're driving into the city.
Yeah.
We didn't get turned around till we were 1 block away from the Capitol.
Wow.
And we turned around, and there was a parking spot right there.
See that?
Isn't that amazing?
So while we were unloading, right, somebody called the cops on us and said that we had spent the night there. And and that we were illegally parked. Yeah, I mean, we had just pulled up. And so the cop, told me this, and I said, well, are we good? And she read the signs, and she said, you're fine. So that was a great relief because, you're always worried about getting towed in D.C.
Exactly.
Always. So to have that peace of mind when I left that vehicle that I wasn't going to have to find it when we left was fabulous.
Yeah.
And the fact that everybody that parked outside, it took them another 4 hours to get to their cars because the trains were so packed.
See that? But not you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So let me ask you, Paul.
Yeah.
You've heard that some corporations and businesses and people have been starting to pull their money back from donating to political parties?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you heard that there's a beginnings of an organization to boycott any company that either A, continues to contribute money to anything on the right wing, B, to boycott any company that pulls its money back from the left wing? Have you heard it?
I have not heard that, but it sounds like they took a book out of the civil rights movement, the bus boycott, and I don't know if it's a bad thing. I mean, you need to...
I've been seeing that around on some of the people I know down here in St. Pete trying to circulate that around, and I said, okay, so what I'm hearing here is you feel it's okay to do everything to squash speech you disagree with.
No, I'm not looking at it that way. I'm looking at it as being given the opportunity to spend your money where your mind is.
Right.
If these people illustrate your beliefs, keep supporting them.
Okay.
If they don't support your beliefs, stop supporting them. And now eventually we'll know who's who. But if you're doing it right now for the tax write-off, and you're contributing, 1,000 to them and 1,000 to them, maybe that's a good fair trade.
Right, but those companies are those entities are going to get boycotted as well, because what the organizers want is to dry up all the money that's going to the right, and basically make sure there's more money going to the left.
I don't see how they can do that, Timmy. Boycotts of what? Radio Shack, of Toys R Us. I know those are defunct companies.
Any company, I know there was a couple of companies that were mentioned that said, you know what, we're going to stop donating, period, politically.
That sounds like a good plan.
And they were told, you'll be boycotted if you do that.
Yeah, that's jacked. That's jacked. The bottom line is it shouldn't cost $30 million to run for president. It should,
I agree with you 100%.
Right, way more than that.
Yeah.
So once we start taking the money out of the politics, maybe we'll get some people in there that aren't for the cash. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Unfortunately, I don't think we'll ever get the good, clean, dedicated politician that we need ever again. Because of, did you hear Colin Powell explain why it was he never ran for president?
He felt he could do more as a general?
Colin Powell's wife has psychiatric issues. And he did not want to put her through that circus of being a political candidate.
Yeah, the scrutiny.
Right.
They would go after her, too, start digging up stuff.
How many other good, quality candidates stay the hell out? Yeah. Right there, brother. Yeah. Right there.
Right.
Going to stay out of that place because they don't want to, they don't want to be attacked.
Well, you got to take the Eric Mays approach, is what I say. If you're gonna run for politics, you got to take the Eric Mays approach. And he says, "Yeah, I got skeletons, but they ain't in my closet. Everybody knows what I did."
Well, like
60, I might be there when I get 60.
Right.
I tell you what, people can say what they want to say about Eric Mays, but he is unafraid. I tell you that.
He is unafraid. He's unafraid, and
You got that right.
Correct.
I respect that about him. A lot of people might not like him.
He's
They
never
might
lost.
not like his ways, his methods, but he is unafraid.
And he knows his procedures.
Yep.
yeah.
He
Smart
knows
as
that
well.
Robert's rules and everything. He ain't gonna
Yeah.
pull nothing on him.
That's why
But you know what? They abuse the hell out of Robin's rules there in D.C. I've been watching C-SPAN and some of the shenanigans that get pulled, and I'm like, man, that's not what Robin's rules are about.
Right.
Man, have you ever watched the British Parliament?
Oh, dude, I love that guy.
Boo! Boo!
The guy that was the speaker that just retired about 6-8 months ago. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, listen. If y'all would have been listening to the testimonies during the impeachment, it sounded like the British Parliament on some of those guys when they were talking. They were booing so loud, and I was like, man, are they getting ready to throw some bricks up in here? Like, what is going on?
I'm trying to remember what parliament it was. It was somewhere over in the middle, in the Far East one time, and a damn fist fight broke out on the floor of the parliament between two politicians. And I mean, them boys was throwing.
Hey, maybe
Somebody threw a shoe at Bush.
What's that?
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Listen, we come from you, the British Parliament.
Hold on a minute now. I can't. You gotta repeat that. You're breaking up.
I said, is that the methodology that Flint City Council uses in British Parliament? Or you so they are viral on the internet.
I would love to superimpose the Parliament over a city council meeting. That would be hilarious.
What an unreal world.
I mean, I could just mute Eric and have his mouth move. Boo! Boo!
If you ever do that, we should monetize that one. You're gonna get paid on that.
Hey, Lewis, we got a viewer. Lewis Smith says, Paul the handsome one herring. Yay! If the mind can see it and believe it, it can achieve it, Timmy. Damn it.
And like Les Brown say, in order to GET, you got to ASK.
Thank you.
That's it right there.
Nah, ugly. I think I'll take another sip behind that.
We're right now. We're not going to have a good comeback on that one.
Man, so I'm assuming everybody here is going to watch the inauguration.
No.
Yeah, I will.
I will.
Well, for sure.
I haven't watched an inauguration in probably 40 years.
Any particular reason, Timmy?
To me, it's just a dog and pony show. It's a dog. I mean, I get it. I understand. It's part of our heritage. It's part of what goes on and everything. But to me, it's a dog and pony show. I never watched the State of the Union for the same reason. To me, it's just a dog and pony show, and I got better things to be doing with my time.
Okay, so I don't know. Everybody's maybe from Flint on here.
No, actually, Timmy's in St. Pete's, Florida. Jeff Collette's in Virginia. You're in Kansas. Jarvis is here, and I'm in Flint.
But from Flint, though?
Nope. None of those two guys, Timmy and Jeff, are not from Flint. Okay. Jarvis is.
So my family owned a funeral home in Flint.
Okay.
And part of that business is process, right?
Yeah.
You have to pull in you get a call for somebody that died. You work with the family.
Right.
You make arrangements. You have the funeral. You have some aftercare. So I grew up and learned process.
Yeah.
So after I figured out, after going to mortuary school and graduating from Michigan State, and then going to mortuary school at Wayne State, I'm a process person. And then when I figured out God didn't put me on this earth to deal in death on a regular basis, I got involved in community. And when I went to community, I was still a process person. We got to do this, we're doing that. And I started working for foundations. Foundations do a process for what they do and how they grant money, and you got to apply, and there's a deadline, and so process. So I'm a process person. And so this politics, like I said, I listened to the whole school board thing today. I listened to all the city council meetings. Process. So I'm a process person. And so then when I see the processes of our federal government, I want to see what's happening there too.
Right.
So, I mean, that's just me. I respect everybody's opinion, but I like that. I like the process of things and watching how the process moves forward.
Yeah, and I like to watch the process of the actual debates, the what's going on in the House, what's going on in the Senate, and the process that they're going through there.
Right.
But when it gets to the State of the Union, to me, okay, I mean, really, how much do you think the president's going to step out there and say, the state of our union sucks? We're not doing this, we're not doing that, we're not getting anywhere. You're never going to hear that. You're going to hear a lot of fluff and manipulation of facts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All right. I got better things to do than that. Now, for the inauguration, I understand, it's a very important, very solemn thing when he gets sworn in. But then all the other stuff around it is to me is fluff, and I got better things to do.
Hey Timmy, did you delete your Parlor app?
Parlor?
Yeah, did you delete your Parlor app?
I never had Parlor.
And I didn't know what it was when people started talking about it. I didn't know.
I ended up.
Friends try to convince me to leave Facebook and move over to Parlor, and I'm like, no, I'm not leaving Facebook. I may not be happy with Zuckerberg and his decisions and whatnot, but I'm not leaving Facebook because to me, Facebook is about enjoying family and fun things and whatnot, and not about my political opinion.
Right. Yeah. I agree. Well, listen, we got a little bit of time left. Let's let Jeff start us off. You go ahead and sign off for me, Jeff. What you got?
Well, guys, let's try to stay positive and let's try to make 2021 a better year than last. And our head held out and we're struggling. Try to do the right thing. Help them out. Don't be afraid to step forward and lend a helping hand.
All right. Thanks, Jeff. All right, Brother Timmy, what do you got for us?
I'm going to pile on top of what Jeff was just saying and say we need to remember we are Americans. We are united.
Amen.
And, we have different opinions, and that's okay. And we need to be able to listen to each other's opinion and appreciate each other's opinion and stay together and don't let politics divide us.
Nice. Jarvis, what you got, baby?
Man, I'm just grateful to be alive and grateful to be among brothers who have different opinions. And I just want to, for 2021, continue to try to protect the equity of my fellow man.
Nice. I like it. You guys have almost practiced this. Woody, what do you got, baby? This is your first time.
Yeah, man. I've lived in 5 communities in my life. I left Flint in 2000 and bounced around because my wife worked for General Motors. People are the same in a lot of communities. I've been fortunate to work in some helping environments and met a lot of great people. I'm actually joined a church here, a Baptist church, and I'm on my 6 different what do they call it? What is it? Like a new members orientation.
Okay.
So I'm learning about the Lord in this way, but I feel empowered to know that God has me on a path. I know my purpose. It's around sportsmanship.
Now these are supposed to be short, Woody. These are supposed to be short.
Okay, so I know the purpose around sportsmanship, and I'm walking in that path, and you'll see some things soon. Thank you.
Nice, nice. Well, as always, guys, we enjoy doing what we do here. If you'd like to do what we do, maybe get a group of your friends together and have a confab online. We're determined to make a difference, and we need you to too. Remember, I'm going to do it by myself this week, guys, so stick around. I need you to enjoy the life you're living. Just until, and I repeat, just until you can live the life you'll enjoy.